Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Melody. I've partnered with Kenzie for today's video, so thank you so much to Kenzie for working with me. So if you guys haven't heard of Kenzzi, Kenzzi is a company that has IPL treatments for at home. IPL is essentially intense pulsed light and it targets a broader area for hair removal. The difference between IPL and laser hair removal is that laser hair removal is one wavelength. The process is a bit longer. In between treatments, you have to wait like a little bit over a month. It's like I think 6 weeks between each treatment. IPL, you can use it every week and you just use it for a 12-week treatment, which is great. So it's easier to keep up with, whereas I feel with laser hair removal, a lot of people just end up not going to their appointments and kind of feel discouraged because you have to wait so long in between treatments. So essentially what it does is it converts light energy into heat. The price of the Kenzzi is so much more affordable than if you were to do laser treatment. Laser hair removal is literally thousands of dollars. If you guys are interested in buying it today, Kenzzi has offered me a $50 off coupon code for you guys. So I feel like that's amazing. It's so much more affordable than laser hair removal. And I've actually had a few friends who've tried laser hair removal and one of my friends said that it didn't work for him. So IPL is actually a form of treatment that is used in a lot of like skin treatments, not just for like hair reduction or hair removal, but it's actually used for sun damage, sunspots, for wrinkles, and targeting like spots in your body that has like hyperpigmentation. So Kenzzi kind of helps out with reducing that pigmentation under your armpits. A few things to keep in mind before you start your IPL treatment is make sure you're not tanning. So don't use any tanning beds. Make sure you're not sitting out in the sun. Make sure you're not using like the fake tanner and applying it on your body, because the treatment won't be effective if you are doing any of those things. They recommend that you do 48 hours, but if you're gonna be out in the sun, use sunscreen. Kenzzi recommends that you use the IPL treatment anywhere you'd like. Just make sure it's below your nose. You can use it on your upper lip if you have like a little mustache going, and don't worry girl, it's totally normal to have hair and to have a mustache. Like I have one. If you guys are gonna use it on your face, make sure you're not using retinol or AHAs or BHAs because your skin will be highly sensitive. Another really important thing is to not use the IPL treatment over moles, freckles, or tattoos. So I have a tattoo on my arm. I have two of them actually on my arm, and I just covered it with a band-aid. If you have like a tattoo on a large area of your body that you're thinking of doing the IPL treatment, I just recommend that it's not for you. It's recommended that you shower, exfoliate, and you shave before your treatment. Make sure you're not waxing, make sure you're not plucking the hair because it relies on the melanin in your hair for it to work. Just use it on your bare skin. And then once you're finished with the IPL treatment, you can go ahead and apply moisturizer. And if you're gonna be in the sun, just make sure you're wearing sunscreen. I first heard of the Kenzzi through Tony. I'll link her video as well as other creators' videos below if you guys are interested and you want to see like other people's experiences, or you just want to do your own research. And I was pretty interested to see like how that would work for me. And so when Kenzzi reached out to me, I was really excited. Just because this video is sponsored, I am going to be 100% honest with you guys. I will keep you up to date with my treatment and see how it's going, if it works or if it doesn't work. For me personally, my hair on my body is different depending on where it's located. For my underarm, I do have thick, coarse hair. And girl, like we all know the struggle of shaving your underarm and then it growing back in like an hour. Literally 1 hour, you already start to see stubble. Like it's so annoying. My leg hair does have dark hair, but it's not as coarse as my underarms. And I'll be inserting photos so you guys can see and be the judge of it. And never did I ever thought that I would be posting my body hair on the internet. But if it helps you guys, honestly, that makes me feel good because I know the struggle. For me personally, I didn't experience any reactions. You just feel like a little warmth over like certain areas, and as my treatment progresses, I'm definitely going to work myself up. So with the IPL treatment, it could possibly remove your hair completely so that it won't grow back, or the other option would be that it removes the pigment in your hair and it diminishes the look of the hair. It softens it and it becomes a baby hair instead of it being like an adult, thick, coarse hair. Okay, so let's talk about results. So this is my second week of the treatment. I started it on Thursday, October 29, and today is November 7th. My second treatment was this past Thursday. What I've been doing to measure my results is that I won't shave for the whole week, and then right before I start my treatment, I'll take photos to compare and see if the hair is growing back patchy or if it's growing back lighter. I actually have noticed results on my armpits probably the most, and I've noticed that the hair didn't grow back like that thick or that fast. And I've noticed that there are some bald spots in my armpit compared to the photo before where it was like fully covered. Another thing that the before photo that I took, I just grew my armpit hair probably like for a week and a half. I've just done one treatment on my kitty. I have kind of noticed results down there. Like I've noticed down there that some spots I could see the hair growing, but it's not growing as fast as like other spots. So it is getting a little bit spotty down there. I think I started off down there with the second level. It just felt warm. You could do your full area so you don't have to just worry about doing like the bikini line. I've noticed that some areas down there have slowed down, like it's a little bit patchy, but I do still see hair growing, of course. As for my legs, I would say that my hair doesn't really grow that fast on my legs, so I feel like I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that. I feel like it's really working on my legs as well. And then when it comes to my arms, I do have blonde hair on my arms, so it's not necessarily blonde, it's like a medium brown color, but more towards the lighter scale. So I'm not quite sure how it'll work for my arms, but it does get hairy. Like if I don't shave my arms once a month or once every 3 weeks, it does get hairy. I personally, I hate shaving. I used to shave my armpits every day. I never used women's razors because they don't work for me. I always use men's razors. My legs, I tend to shave maybe like once every few days or once a week. It just depends on like if it's summer or if it's winter. And so when it comes to my kitty, I tend to shave that maybe like a few times a week, maybe twice a week. I unfortunately experience ingrown hairs in that area, which is completely normal, by the way. We all experience that. That's just what happens when you shave. And so the other option to have hair removal is to wax. And girl, we all know the struggle of going and getting our kitty waxed, okay? It's quite the experience. It's so painful. They always try and like talk to you and like, you know, try and help you with the pain. But as they're like asking you like what you study in school or where you work and what you do, you're just like, girl, like I don't even know my name right now. I'm in so much pain. Like I don't want to have a small talk. I did my first treatment down there on Thursday. So today's Saturday and I haven't experienced ingrown hairs yet, which is really good because usually like the next day I will get ingrown hairs. So I think that's pretty amazing. So I'm back for a week 3 update. Today is Saturday, November 14th. And honestly, I'm really impressed by the results that I've seen so far. So the place that I've noticed the most results has to be my underarms. There are certain areas underneath my arms that have bald spots. So it looks like the hair is just not growing from those areas. And then the rest of my armpit hair, it's growing and it's getting long, I guess, throughout the week. Like it's no longer stubble like it was in the second week, but I noticed that the amount of hair that's growing has kind of reduced. As for my kitty, this is my second week doing the treatment and I've managed to go up to a 3. I can see the hair wanting to grow. It hasn't necessarily like broke through the skin yet, if that makes sense. I am noticing that the growth down there is much slower. And as for bald spots, there are a few in like certain areas, but the hair is still growing. I just think that it's reducing and like slowing down the growth, which is really exciting. And as for ingrown hairs, I do get a few of them, not as much as before starting this treatment. Like usually like the next day or even like the night of, if I shave in the morning, I will notice ingrown hairs. But with this treatment, it's slowed down that process. I started with a level 2 down there and now I've worked my way up to a level 3, so I think next week I'll try a level 4. Overall, I'm just really impressed. It's only been 2 weeks for my kitty and it's been 3 weeks for every other part of my body, and I'm seeing really great results. I'm pretty excited to keep up with my treatments, and I love that it's in the privacy of your own home, so it's very comfortable. You could do it in any room that you prefer. It's also very quiet. So I know that it's working on my legs as well. Usually when I shave my legs, I notice little stubble the next day. My legs legs are completely smooth, which is crazy. So it's definitely working. I'll show you guys what the Kenzzi looks like. It comes in this box, and it just comes with a little guide over here telling you, you know, like what you should do for preparation, just some safety features, and it has a little chart over here. It is pretty suitable for a wide range of skin tones, but just not if you have like a deep dark skin tone. The cord is really long, so you can, you know, plug it into the wall and you could like sit on your bed or your couch or wherever in your house that you feel like most comfortable using it, and you don't have to worry about the cord not being long enough. You don't need like an extension cord. As well as it's better that it has a cord, because some other IPL treatments, they go off of batteries. It could die in between your treatments and just not last. So it's just easier to have a cord. It's no problem whatsoever. In order for it to be activated, of course, you have to plug it in. And then you'll see here that the little green light flashes. This is how you turn it on. So you just press it, and then you can hear the fan going off. It's a pretty quiet sound, so you could do it at night and you don't have to worry about, you know, waking anybody up. So you can change the strength of the Kenzzi by just pressing the button at the back, and then to switch it back to level 1, you just keep pressing it and it'll eventually just go down. I'm just gonna unplug it. But what's really awesome about the Kenzzi is that one of the safety features is that the light won't go off unless it's completely covered by your skin. There's tons of research and tons of studies that show that IPL is a very safe and effective treatment. However, it doesn't work for everyone, so I will leave a list on the screen to show you guys so you can just review it quickly and see if it would be best suited for you. It's definitely recommended that if you have like sensitive skin or you're not so sure and you're a little bit worried, that you just consult with your doctor and see that if it's best for you. But if you don't have any of the following, then you can definitely use the IPL treatment. So you can definitely use it in conjunction with laser hair removal, but just make sure that you wait at least 2 days after that treatment. If you guys are thinking that laser hair removal is getting too expensive, or you know, you feel like treatments are just too far apart from each other, that you're kind of like losing interest or not making time for it anymore, you could definitely switch to the IPL. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you liked it. I really hope it was informative. Please let me know if you guys are going to purchase it, and feel free to use my discount code. It'll save you $50. And let me know if you are going to pick it up. Let me know if you already have it, if you've already tried it. Like, I'm really interested to see like other people's experiences with it. I've been watching like a ton of YouTube videos to see what other girls' experiences are, and like so far so good. Like, I've heard some really good stuff about it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.